Act 26. Plastic Beach was released in 2010 to critical acclaim and brought with it the complete overhaul of the band's website, which included giving fans the ability to tour the fictional Plastic Beach as well as play the game Escape to
Yo, that looks so dope,
Act
bro.
27. Just before the
I literally missed out on all this, but like they had their own video game, bro. Yo, what's good with y'all, man? It's your boy Jay. I don't know what time it is, man. We back with another reaction video. As y'all can see today, we got 107 Gorillaz music facts you should know, episode 19 by Micdrop. Yeah, man, this one came out back in 2016, so I don't know how updated it is. Yeah, y'all already know I've been confused about the whole Gorillaz story, man, so it's definitely gonna help me out. That being said, I'm gonna talk to you, man. If y'all enjoy the reaction, make sure to leave a like. Let's get to it, man. Go. Let me turn it up real quick. Oh, they got their own sneakers, bro. I didn't even know that. Hold up. Let me find out they got their own sneakers, bro. Turn this volume up real quick. Oh, it's at 100? Damn, I'm going deaf, bro. Right, let's go. Take it back again.
Did you know there's a line of Gorillaz Converse sneakers and a Gorillaz episode of MTV Cribs? Yeah.
I gotta see that, bro.
But first, let's see how this unique band came about. The Gorillaz are known for blurring the lines of music genres, rejecting idols, and of course, for their memorable animated band members. We first met them in 2001 with their single, Clint Eastwood, and later enjoyed the hit.
Bro, I thought it was Tomorrow Comes Today. Like, bro, I literally went to the Gorillaz Wikipedia and they said Tomorrow Comes Today was the first song, man. So I don't know why everybody keeps saying it was Clint Eastwood. But yeah, I don't know, man. Wikipedia might just be wrong, bro.
Episode of MTV Cribs. Yeah, and we'll tell you about it, but first let's see how this unique band came about. The Gorillaz are known for blurring the lines of music genres, rejecting idols, and of course,
they're rejecting idols?
Band members. We first met them in 2001 with their single, Clint Eastwood, and later enjoyed the hit Feel Good Inc. And luckily, the Gorillaz are back.
It's my song right there.
I am Tetris, and in honor of their new album, we're going to warp back to the 2000s for a bit with Micdrop's 107 music facts about Gorillaz. A lightning round on our
107, bro.
Cyborg Noodle.
I wonder how they gonna fit all that in there.
Fact number 1. Gorillaz was the brainchild of Damon Albarn, the frontman of British rock group Blur, along with comic strip artist Jamie Hewlett. After the two coincidentally became roommates in the same flat in London, they came up with the idea of a fictional 4-member cartoon band, with Damon handling the songwriting and Jamie illustrating the band's character designs, as well as fictional universe they lived in. Fact number 2.
So they coincidentally came together, bro.
To create the band because of the rising shallow nature of MTV during the late 90s. They thought the music channel lacked substance, and so the Gorillaz band was their response. Fact number 3.
Oh, so they brought some juice back to it, bro. They felt like it was getting dried out, bro. Nah, but I think MTV was popping back then, man. Y'all let me know.
With Damon handling the songwriting and Jamie illustrating the band's character designs, as well as fictional universe they lived in.
We do all that by ourselves, bro. That's
Damon
crazy.
and Jamie were actually inspired to create the band because of the rising shallow nature of MTV during the late 90s. They thought the music channel lacked substance, and so the Gorillaz band was their response. Fact number 3. There's lots of rumors about the origin of the name. Some say Damon Albarn was attacked by a chimp when he was young. Others say the band characters themselves have monkey-like appearances and tendencies. And some even say it's because Jamie Hewlett previously created the comic book Tank Girl, where the lead character gets killed by a mechanic gorilla in the last issue. But the real reason we found was that both Damon and Jamie were born in 1968, which is the year of the monkey. Hence the name Gorillaz. Boom! Fact number 4. The 4 fictional members of the band are multi-talented musicians. Lead vocalist 2D handles the keyboard and melodica. Murdoc takes care of the bass guitar and drum machine. Noodle plays the guitar and keyboard and chimes, and occasionally with backup vocals.
Yeah, I was about to say, don't forget about the vocals, bro.
Fact number 5. Since the characters in the Gorillaz are purely fictional, the musicians contributing to the band always changes. So their sound is also always changing.
Oh, see, I do thinking I be hearing different sounds sometimes too, bro. Like it be something like some of their voices be changing up sometimes, bro. I know I wasn't tripping, man.
Musicians contributing to the band always changes, so their sound is also always changing and evolving as well. The only permanent musician of the group is co-founder Damon Albarn. Fact number 6. Despite the continual metamorphosis of the band's sound, the genres that they are most closely associated with are alternative hip-hop alternative rock, trip hop, and electronic.
Yeah, it seems like they got a couple different genres, but I ain't gonna lie to you.
Just called Gorilla. It wasn't until later when their music career started taking off that they
Bro, they look way different right there, bro. What? Like they in their late 20s or something, man. You got Russell right here looking like somebody uncle to the cookout. You got Murdoc in the back looking like he was a cool bully at school or something, bro. Then you got Noodle in the back looking like all she listened to is heavy metal and emo music, bro. And 2D just like he's up to something, bro. Like he got a master plan to take over the world or something. I don't know what this little 8 thing down here is, man. I know I missed out on that. But yeah, so they was called Gorillaz at first, man. Something I ain't know.
Closely associated with are alternative hip hop, alternative rock, trip hop, and electronic. Fact number 7.
I don't know what trip hop is.
Initially just called Gorilla. It wasn't until later when their music career started taking off that they added the Z to the name. Fact number 8. Ghost Train was the first song the band ever recorded. The track appears on their single Rock the House on the B-side and also on the B-side of their first album, G-Signs. Fact number 9. The band received national attention when they came out with their first single
Clint Eastwood
in 2001. The track initially featured...
Yeah, bro, I used to be terrified of that song, bro.
But in the end, the album version featured rapper Dell the Funk Homo Sapien instead, who actually is credited on the album.
Bro, I always knew he was, but I never seen his face before, man.
Fact number 10. In concerts featuring the single Clint Eastwood, the rap verses have been performed by other famous rappers like Snoop Dogg, Kano, and Islam Jawad. Fact 11. With the release of their first self-titled album, the Gorillaz gained more attention after their single 19-2000 was featured in a FIFA football video game and in an Icebreakers commercial. So you could literally say that.
Yo, bro, I missed out on all this, bro.
Fact number 12. Near the end of 2001, the band teamed up with rap group D12, minus Eminem, and rapper Terry Hall for a song called 911, which was inspired.
Hold on, Eminem was in a group, bro. I didn't even know Eminem was in a group, bro. Like, bro, I feel like I was just on a rock or something, bro. I ain't know nothing about this, man.
End of 2001, the band teamed up with rap group D12, minus Eminem, and rapper Terry Hall.
Yeah, bro, I didn't know Eminem was in a group.
Which was inspired by the September 11th attacks. Looks like Gorillaz really do band together. Fact number 13. In 2012, the band's TV mockumentary, Charts of Darkness, was released and features a TV reporter investigating what happened to Gorillaz founders, Damon Albarn and Jamie Hewlett, after they were confined
to a mental home?
Wait, so what did happen, guys? Movie night? Fact number 14.
Yo.
2002 was a great year for the Gorillaz. After releasing their first 3 singles internationally, they rocked the stage at the 2002 Brit Awards as 3D animated characters with a rap assist.
Bro, I would have loved to seen that, bro. Like how they made that happen.
They were also nominated for 6 awards, but in the end, did not snag it. Fact 15. Later that year, the Gorillaz released a DVD called Phase 1 Celebrity Takedown, which included the Charts of Darkness mockumentary, as well as 5 short episodes featuring the band Gorilla Bites. Fans were hyped because it seemed like the Gorillaz were preparing to release a movie. But Jamie Hewlett revealed
that's really what I want to see, bro.
Actually a result of an abandoned film project for the band. Wow.
I want to see like a movie or a TV show or something, bro.
After a 2-year hiatus, the Gorillaz revived their website and released the exclusive video Rocket in 2004. They also launched the Search for a Star talent contest for fans, and then in true Gorilla style, showed their dissatisfaction with the music industry with their campaign called Reject False Icons, which allowed fans to download.
Oh, so they kind of like rebels a little bit, something like that.
Pictures of magazine models and music icons. The idea was to encourage people to think for themselves and enjoy music without idolizing music artists.
Fact
number 17. Feel Gooding was the first single off the band's upcoming album Demon Days. The single was released in 2004 and earned a Grammy nomination for Record of the Year. It was also featured in the PlayStation games SingStar, Guitar Hero 5, and Rock.
Yeah, that song was everywhere, bro. I remember, bro, that thing got so much nostalgia to it, bro. Like, literally, bro, I already don't know what I'm talking about, too, man. Like, the PS2, bro. These games right here, bro, I remember all these games, bro. It's like Feel Good Inc. just give you that nostalgia to that exact time. Like, it literally make you feel like you in a time machine or something, bro.
Nomination for Record of the Year. It was also featured in the PlayStation games SingStar, Guitar Hero 5, and Rock. Fact number
I definitely
18,
remember from Guitar Hero, bro.
Also boosted rap group De La Soul's career and earned them their first Grammy. I'm sure they felt real good after that. Fact number 19. The Gorillaz album Demon Days was released in 2005, and the record went platinum 5 times in the UK, double platinum in the US, and triple platinum in Australia.
You got the UK fan base like that, bro?
At the 2005 MTV Video Music Awards for their hit feel-good anthem. Fact number 20. Gorillaz performed at the 2006 Grammy Awards using the Fusion eyeliner technology, where they teamed up with virtual Madonna for a performance.
Bro, I would have loved to see that in person, bro.
Hung up. Fact number 20.
That looked crazy.
With the release of Demon Days, the band launched a set of Gorillaz vinyl figures that came in red and black editions, as well as in CMYK colors. Personally, I'd be a little worried that the figurines promoting a demon-themed album might be possessed, but hey, that's just me. Fact number 22. Fans got their hopes up for a Gorillaz film once again in 2006 when the media reported that legendary film producer Harvey Weinstein would be collaborating with Damon and Julie. Ultimately, the project was scrapped, but in 2008, Jamie said they would still like to do a fully lavishly animated Gorillaz film someday. Fact number
so that's been anticipated for a little minute now.
Rumors began circulating that a holographic world tour was in the works, using Fusion eyeliner technology to animate the band members. Unfortunately, the project never happened due to budget issues. Fact 24. To compensate for the disappointment of having another film project fall through, a documentary about Gorillaz called Bananas was released in 2009 and was also later released on DVD. Fact number 25. Damon and Jamie began to work on a third project back in 2007 called Carousel, which they eventually changed to Plastic Beach, the third album. The record features familiar artists like Snoop Dogg and De La Soul, but also some unexpected collaborations with instruments. Yeah,
who is that monkey, bro? 'Cause I seen that monkey in the I seen that same monkey in the Dare video. I don't know if it's a monkey, a dog, a pig, or what, bro. But I seen that monkey in the Dare video, bro. Like, I don't know what this is right here. Like I said, I thought it was their pet that passed away or something. Yeah, this definitely a weird looking animal, man.
It's the Plastic Beach, the third album. The record features familiar artists like Snoop Dogg and De La Soul, but also some unexpected collaborations with instrumental contemporary groups like the Lebanese National Orchestra for Oriental Arabic Music and Hypnotic Brass Ensemble. Fact 26. Plastic Beach was released in 2010 to critical acclaim and brought with it the complete overhaul of the band's website, which included giving fans the ability to tour the fictional Plastic Beach as well as play the game Escape to
Yo, that looks so dope, bro.
Just before the
I literally missed out on all this, but like they had their own video game, bro. I wonder if that website is still up, man. Let me know if y'all want me to go search it up and try to play it, because I definitely making a video for my first time playing it, bro. Like, y'all let me know in the comments if y'all want to see that.
Contemporary groups like the Lebanese National Orchestra for Oriental Arabic Music and Hypnotic Brass Ensemble. Fact 26. Plastic Beach was released in 2010 to critical acclaim and brought with it the complete overhaul of the band's website, which included giving fans the ability to tour the fictional Plastic Beach as well as play the game Escape to Plastic Beach. Fact 27. Just before their 2010 world tour, the Gorillaz played a secret sold-out show to a crowd of 5,000 people in the Olupu Ballroom in Kentucky. Fact 28.
Wow.
The promotional poster for the Gorillaz Escape to Plastic Beach World Tour was inspired by the 1969 Western, The Wild Bunch. Fact 29. When the Gorillaz would go on tour, the real band members played behind a video screen that displayed the cartoon fictional members. Damon was the only real bandmate who played every single show. Fact 30.
Oh, they played behind it?
In true Gorillaz style, Damon Albarn told the media in 2010 that he would not let the show Glee cover any Gorillaz songs because he believes the music on the show is a very poor substitute for the real thing. Ooh, tough crowd.
Oh, wow.
Luckily, the producers hadn't actually asked for any Gorillaz copyrights, and Damon was only speaking at the end. Fact 31. In 2011, the band launched their own Gorillaz-themed version of the app iElectron, which featured a bunch of samples taken from their newest album, Fall. The app had over 128 new sounds created by the band, as well as 64 pre-programmed patterns that were ready to use, which were designed by Gorillaz engineer Stephen Sedgwick in collaboration with Cool. Fact 32. In 2012, Gorillaz released their own line of Converse sneakers as a part of the company's 3 artists, 1 song collaboration.
Yeah, they own sneakers,
track,
bro.
Do Your Thing, which featured Andre 3000 of Outkast and James Murphy of LCD Sound System.
Y'all let me know if y'all had some Gorillaz sneakers back in the day, man.
Took a hiatus when Damon and Jamie had some creative differences. Damon felt that the visuals were not matching the music very well. However, he did say in a later interview that working out their differences would not be impossible.
Oh, what, they had some tension or something, bro? Let me see.
And released the track Do Your Thing, which featured Andre 3000 of Outkast and James Murphy of LCD Sound System. Fact 33. Later that year, Gorillaz took a hiatus when Damon and Jamie had some creative differences. Damon felt that the visuals were not matching the music very well. However, he did say in a later interview that working out their differences would not be impossible. And he was sure when they did, they would create another record together.
That's what's up, bro.
I Could Come Home is a remix album of Gorillaz music, and all the tracks were done by only one artist, the Space Monkeys. The title for Like I Come Home was inspired by the Soviet space dog Laika, as well as the classic TV show Lassie Come Home. Fact 35. The artwork for the Like I Come Home cover was originally a piece of art by famous artist and activist Banksy, who actually collaborated with Damon and Demon Days producer Danger Mouse on other projects. Fact 36. The movie Stormbreaker has a military training scene that features Feel Good Inc. playing in the background. Gotta motivate those soldiers. Facts 37. In November 2006, an autobiography about the virtual band members was published called Gorillaz, Rise of the Ogre. The book gives a deep of this exclusive artwork and interviews, and it is a must-have if you're a die-hard fan.
I want to pick that on Amazon, but I want to read that.
We found out that bassist Murdoc was the original founder of the Gorillaz in the virtual store. He purchased the rundown building, Kong Studios, where the band writes and records their music. Fact 39. Murdoc was born in Stoke-on-Trent, England, on June 6, 1966. Written as a number, his birthday is 6666, which is
I swear I thought he was like late 30s or something.
666. Fact 40. Other satanic associations.
Hold up, bro. I'm missing so much, bro. My bad. I ain't trying to keep going back, real back. They said something about some 666 type stuff.
Records their music. Fact 39. Murdoc was born in Stoke-on-Trent, England, on June 6, 1966. Written as a number, his birthday is 6666.
Oh wow, that's crazy how that play out like that.
Number 666. Fact 40. Other satanic associations with Murdoc include his middle name Faust, which according to an old German legend was the name of a scholar who sold his soul to the devil for unparalleled knowledge and earthly pleasures. Murdoc also reads the books, pacts with the devil, and listens to Black Sabbath. Fact 41. Murdoc's home is Plastic Beach, an island made of junk. Sounds cozy. Fact 42. Murdoc said that he expanded his musical taste by listening to punk, dub, and reggae, which may explain why despite his metal image, there are no metal influences in Gorillaz music. Fact 43. Generally, Murdoc has the typical metal rocker image. Tall and skinny, with shaggy black hair and all black clothing. Overall, he looks like a human being who inherited some creepy reptilian genes. Green skin, pointy tongue, one red eye, and
like a zombie a little bit, bro.
Fact 44. Murdoc once mentioned that De La Soul knows how to get the party started, and that their rap sounds like a bunch of kids trapped in a phone booth mucking on some nitrous oxide. Well, who knew poisonous phone booth gas could sound so good? Fact 45.
Hold on, you trying to diss him or something, bro? I don't know if that's a diss or what. Hold on.
Pointy tongue, one red eye, and one
maybe I heard it wrong,
Fact
bro.
44. Murdoc once mentioned that De La Soul knows how to get the party started, and that their rap sounds like a bunch of kids trapped in a phone booth mucking on some nitrous oxide. Well, who knew poisonous
I don't know if it was a diss or what.
Sounds so good. Fact 45. Murdoc recruited the singer 2D for the group. 2D was born on May 23, 1978, in the little borough of Crawley, England. His birth name is Stuart Pott. We see why he prefers to go by 2D. Fact 46.
Yeah, so they all older than I thought, bro.
Almost human, with the exception of his natural color hair, which is light sky blue. Fact 47. 2D is voiced by Damon Albarn in recordings and performances, but they sometimes use actor Nelson De Freitas for additional material they create. Fact 48. The lead singer is visually impaired because of 2 separate car accidents involving Murdoc. He also often suffers.
I think I heard about that in the Phase video.
And anxiety. Fact 49.
Hold up, bro. I'm missing everything, bro. I want to catch everything. I want to make sure I know everything before I leave this video.
Fact 47. 2D is voiced by Damon Albarn in recordings and performances, but they sometimes use actor Nelson De Freitas for additional material they create. Fact 48. The lead singer is visually impaired because of 2 separate car accidents involving Murdoc. He also often suffers from mobility issues, headaches, and anxiety. Fact 49.
Oh, wow.
2D enjoys horror movies and watched films directed by Lucio Pucci and George A. Romero as a teenager. Some of 2D's favorite groups to listen to are The Clash, The Specials, and The Human League. Fact 50.
Yeah, I don't know none of
2D
them.
said that the lyrics for the Feel Good Inc. chorus were inspired by a trip to Coachella. Loved that place, where he once saw a field full of wind turbines on farmland. His bandmate Noodle wrote most of the song, but the chorus was 2D's handiwork. So
Noodle wrote the song? I didn't even know that.
Some of 2D's hidden talents include playing the Specials and the Human League. Fact 50. 2D said that the lyrics for the Feel Good Inc. chorus were inspired by a trip to Coachella. Loved that place, where he once saw a field full of wind turbines on farmland. His bandmate Noodle wrote most of the song, but the chorus was 2D's handiwork. So
Yeah, I did not know Noodle wrote the song. Was she a songwriter too, bro?
Some of 2D's hidden talents include playing the Moog, drum machine, a Casio VL tone, and a stylophone. What's a stylophone, you ask? It's basically an outdated pocket-sized version of a synthesizer combined with the Nintendo DS. Dope, you play the virtual keys by tapping them with the stylus. Fact 52. Since 2D
way
was
before
the
my
first
time,
member
bro.
that Murdoc recruited for Gorillaz, the two have a very close brotherly bond. Just like any pair of best friends, they sometimes argue, but their drummer pal Russell Hobbs steps in to settle it.
Seems like all the
Fact
time, bro.
53. Russell Hobbs was the third member to join Gorillaz. He was born in New York City on June 3rd, 1973. Fact 54. Tragedy.
Yeah, they like
Some of
my
Russell's
mama
friends
age, bro.
were victims of a drive-by shooting. Not long after the incident, his family sent him to live in England as a safety precaution. Fact 55. Russ insists that he saw the Grim Reaper after his friends were shot, and also claims that his musical abilities are due to his friends' spirits fusing with his after their deaths. Fact 56.
Yep, I seen that in the Phase video too.
Russell's inner ghost, Dale, comes out to rap while he drums. If only we were lucky enough to be possessed by an inner rap god who could bust some rhymes. I'd take that skill. Fact 57.
Crazy.
Russell's image is much different from Murdoc and 2D's rocker styles. Instead, Russ prefers to flaunt a hip-hop wardrobe with a pair of baggy jeans and some street gear. This is my kind of dude. Fact 58. Russ is often compared to King Kong or the Hulk because of his huge body and his large, round, white eyes. He may look scary at first, but he's actually known to be a gentle giant who is extremely protective of guitarist Noodle. Fact 59. Noodle, the fourth member of Gorillaz, joined when she was just 10 years old. She
got shit in a box soon?
similar to a typical anime character, with the exception of some cyborg features. Fact 60.
Yeah.
Noodle came to the band in a strange way. Apparently, Murdoc placed an ad for a guitarist in a magazine, and Noodle just appeared in a freight box.
Yep.
Well, bet you never heard of a mail-order musician before. Fact 61. Noodle is Japanese, and usually wears clothes influenced by her culture. She always carries a samurai sword on her back and wears a radio helmet with headphones. The sword comes from her background in martial arts and combat training. Fact 62. People usually mistake Noodle for a boy because of her short hair, uniform, and tomboyish manners. Her character smashes cultural stereotypes about women.
I ain't gonna lie, I did too, bro.
As a badass robotic warrior guitar slayer. Take that.
Yeah, I did a couple times, bro.
Fact 63.
Yeah, cause I think if I go back and watch my Feel Good Inc. video, I said I thought that was 2D when he was younger when I seen Noodle on the little edge thing. Yeah, luckily a couple of y'all told me it wasn't, man.
The sword comes from her background in martial arts and combat training. Fact 62. People
Noodle's
usually
a fighter,
mistake
man.
Noodle for a boy because of her short hair, uniform, and tomboyish manners. Her character smashes cultural stereotypes about women with her portrayal as a badass robotic warrior guitar slayer. Take that, Swordsman. Fact 63. In January 2010, there was an incident where character bandmate Murdoc took over NME radio and Yahoo stations, played a couple songs, and told a strange story. He revealed that while he thought he had rescued Noodle, he only dreamed that he did because he was drunk. So he's not actually
Oh, so that's what that was
what
about,
happened to
bro.
him after the crash of the Windmill Island in the El Mañana video. Lightning round time. Noodle's character was once replaced by Cyborg Noodle. Who's that, you ask? Well, don't worry, we've got all the Cyborg info right here. Fact 64. Noodle had a robot clone at one point called Cyborg Noodle. Well, Cyborg Noodle was a clone that Murdoc created because he thought the original Noodle had died. And the band needed a new guitar player. I mean, why hold auditions for new band members? Well, you can just clone one, right?
Man, replace it with a
Cyborg Noodle
robot,
was
bro.
cool, but came with a few kinks in the system. Though she definitely had the same guitar shredding skills as Noodle, she lacked the humanity that OG Noodle had and was basically evil, like most cyborgs. Back 65. Cyborg Noodle was also Murdoc's official bodyguard at one point. He decked her out with an arsenal of weapons and gave her the ability to shoot bullets out of her mouth. Back 66. Cyborg Noodle
I didn't even know that.
the same habits and memories of the real Noodle, but Murdoc was actually the one who had complete control over her. He input memory chips and kept pulling all the strings behind the scenes. Back 67 was Cyborg
Wow, I didn't know
Noodle
that.
featured on the album Plastic Beach, and as a result was able to meet and work with a lot of the famous contributing artists from the album, including Mos Def, Snoop Dogg, and Back 68, in an interview with Us Magazine, Cyborg Noodle mentioned that Snoop Dogg was great to work with and was a perfect gentleman. But she did say that he gets up even later than Murdoc in the mornings, which is pretty late according to her. Don't envy yourself. Back 69, apparently Cyborg Noodle wasn't able to watch TV because the circuits interfered with her transmission. Also, as a robot, she obviously could get wet, which was a pretty tricky situation, considering the band was stuck on Plastic Beach at the time. Back 70, Cyborg Noodle once had a major crush on Justin Timberlake until he married Jessica Biel. However, there's no bitterness, and she says she's moved on and wishes them well. Although she did admit that she listens to his album Justified once a week and lights a candle in memory of the flame she once felt.
She definitely not over him yet, but she's still thinking about my guy.
Said that she looks up to classic singers like Aretha Franklin, Bobby Womack, or Robert Palmer. Back 72, Cyborg Noodle once said that she retained the real Noodle's guitar skills, but not her wisdom, but said that, hey, I'm still smarter than John Mayer though. So I think that's okay. Ouch. Back 73, Cyborg Noodle admitted that she loved the Twilight films and even had a crush on Robert Pattinson at one point. She also mentioned that she knows he plays music too, and she'd be happy to give him a guitar lesson. Back 74, Cyborg Noodle also had a chance to work with pop queen Madonna, who she said was a perfectionist just like Murdoc. She explained that Murdoc will make 2D do a vocal takeover 100 times in his life. That's the end of the lightning round. Did we miss anything? Do you prefer Cyborg Noodle or OG Noodle? Well, comment below and let us know. Back to the facts.
I got OG Noodle all the way, bro.
The Gorillaz official website is an interactive cyber world, where fans can interact with the band Cyberworld and other fans in real time. Back 76.
I wonder if that's still going on
MTV
on the website.
Cribs did a Gorillaz episode where Murdoc showed us around Kong Studios. It has about 49 rooms, a private cinema, an in-house studio, is on a hilltop in XXK, and has their very own gateway to hell. Sounds inviting. Back 77.
It feels like a mansion a little bit, but he said gateway to hell, bro. What? I definitely gotta watch that video next, bro, for sure, man. Like I know a couple of y'all telling me check that out, man. So definitely be checking that out next, man.
Let us know. Back to the facts. Fact 75. The Gorillaz official website is an interactive cyber world, where fans can interact with the band Cyberworld and other fans in real time. Fact 76. In 2005, MTV Cribs did a Gorillaz episode where Murdoc showed us around Kong Studios. It has about 49 rooms, a private cinema, an in-house studio, is on a hilltop in XXK, and has their very own gateway to hell. Sounds inviting.
Gateway to hell.
77. The song 5/4 is actually named after the time signature used in the track. Those numbers are never actually said in the lyrics. Fact 78. Sean Ryder from the bands Happy Mondays and Black Grape appears in the music video for Gorillaz single Dick, where he is a creepy Frankenstein
that's who that was.
head who is operated by a machine in Noodle's wardrobe. This one does not lead to Narnia. Fact 79. The Gorillaz made a reference to a famous horror film in the Dare video. The figurine at the beginning of the video is the demon Pazuzu, the same one seen in the movie The Exorcist. Fact 80. The
Seems like I missed a lot in that video.
The Dare video is a reference to the Hitchcock classic film The Birds, which is about a town that turned upside down when the local birds began attacking citizens for no reason. Fact 81. In the scene where Russell is seen sitting on the toilet in the Dare video, he is seen reading a newspaper with the headline, Cannibal Massacre, which is actually the Danish title for the film Cannibal Holocaust. Fact 82. At the end of the Dare video, there's a zoom in on Noodle's eye. This is a direct copycat of the scene from the original Japanese film Ringu and the American version, The Ring. Fact 83.
Wow, I missed so much in that video, bro.
Inspired by a trip Damon Albarn took with his partner and daughter, where at one point, Damon commented that a certain area seemed like a weird, unspoken, forgotten part of China, and there were basically dead trees everywhere. Well, nothing says inspiration like a creepy wasteland, right? Fact 84. Damon said that the Demon Days album is about a journey through the night, and each track represents someone confronting a different demon. Fact 85. Some previous titles for their second album were We Are Happy Landfill and Reject False Icons, but they decided on Demon Days as the final title. Fact 86. The Gorillaz love Clint Eastwood, clearly, as they named the song after him. But they were also
Bro, I did not know that was a person, dude.
Clint Eastwood's Dirty Harry character, with 2D smashing it on the vocals. The helmet featured on the poster for Dirty Harry video is a reference to the artwork from the film Full Metal Jacket. Fact 87. The title of the Gorillaz single, Dunkomatic, is inspired by the very first product created by Korg, which was called the Korg Disc Rotary Electric Auto Rhythm Machine Dunkomatic TA20. Cool. Fact 88.
It's a long name, bro.
The band's fourth single, El Mañana, was once used by the Blue Man Group in a show during their tour called How to Be a Megastar. Fact 89. The single Kids with Guns was based on a story Damon Albarn had heard about a kid who brought a knife to his daughter's school. Skirt. Fact 90.
Wow, bro. I heard that song from the time. I did not know that, dude.
And at one point, they adapted a famous show from China into a Cirque du
What he
Soleil
said?
opera called Monkey, Journey to the West.
I gotta stop talking, man. Every time I talk, I miss something,
Kids
bro.
with Guns was based on a story Damon Albarn had heard about a kid who brought a knife to his daughter's school. Skirt. Fact 90. Both Damon and Jamie are big fans of Chinese theater, and at one point, they adapted a famous show from China into a Cirque du Soleil style opera called Monkey, Journey to the West. As always, Damon handled the
Chinese
music
theater,
and Jamie handled the designs. In 2008, Damon and Jamie were hired to produce a commercial for the Beijing Olympics. Fact 91. Tank Girl is Jamie's most famous comic, and it was made into a movie starring rapper Ice-T and singer Iggy Pop. Fact 92. In the Gorillaz autobiography, Rise of the Ogre, we found out that the events in the video for El Mañana were staged in an attempt to get rid of an enemy they called Little Jimmy Manson, who was
I heard about that in the Phase video too.
Was hell-bent on destroying the Gorillaz. So the story goes. Now Jimmy Manson once auditioned for the Gorillaz many years ago, but didn't make the cut, and since then has had it out for the band. Fact 93. In the video of El Mañana, Murdoc pretends to ask Jimmy to help him kill off Noodle as a decoy, and instead double-crosses him by leaving him to face death on the exploding island.
I mean, double-crossing, that's tough, bro.
The second track from the Gorillaz' debut album, 5/4, never actually had a music video, but the Phase 1 DVD shows what it would have looked like. The band would play to a huge crowd while Murdoc undresses down to his underwear and attempts to jump towards a group of women on the platform, but fails miserably and falls onto the ground instead. Why didn't they make this hilarious?
What'd he get, bruh?
Fact 95. The music video for the single Dare showcases Noodle much more than the other members, who only make cameos. Noodle claimed that Murdoc originally protested her being shown most in the video, but she argued that he showed off way too much for the Feel Good Inc. video, and since she wrote this song, she should be the star. Fact 96. Gorillaz co-founder Damon Albarn collaborated with Adele on 5 songs for her album 25. It's kind of an unusual partnership, considering the artist's different musical backgrounds. But obviously,
yeah, that's what I was about to say.
At least for Adele. Damon, however, wasn't such a huge fan of the album in general, and called it very middle of the road. Is this because Noodle wasn't on it? Fact 97. Murdoc's top 5 favorite Gorillaz music videos are Clint Eastwood, Feel Good Inc., Dirty Harry, On Melancholy Hill, and Stylo. Fact 98.
Bro, them literally like all of my top songs, bro.
The video for On Melancholy Hill on Plastic Beach was meant to be an analogy for the message. Paradise is not what it seems. Fact 99. Murdoc said that shooting the video for Feel Good Inc. was extremely difficult and expensive. The band spent $3.8 million alone on the hydraulics for the windmill. And then they bought an island, made a mold of it, then scraped out the insides to create the floating island paradise you see in the video. So the story goes. Fact 100.
It's crazy,
Bruce
man.
Willis himself makes a cameo in the Stylo video as the band's nemesis, telling them in a high-speed chase. Fact 101. In an interview last year with The Fader, Damon gave his take on some of today's hottest artists. He said Kanye is pretty unique. Drake is not as consistent as he could be. And the rapper Future is really interesting and sometimes exhilarating. When asked about Rihanna, he jokingly said, she's on the cover of NME, so she must be cool. Fact 102. In the music video for 19-2000, There's a sign on the motorway that says Overlook Hotel, and another sign that reads Camp Crystal Lake.
Yeah, I saw that.
References to horror films. The first one refers to the Stephen King classic, The Shining, and the second one references Friday the 13th. Back to 103. The Gorillaz are into zombies and vampires. And if you haven't already noticed, many of their songs and videos include horror film references, including some to the Amityville Horror, Nightmare on Elm Street, and Resident Evil. Back to 104. While filming the video Dirty Harry in the Namibian desert of South Africa, the band hired some armed personnel for the shoot. But at the last minute, their personnel backed out and took their trucks with them, leaving the band stranded. Back to 105.
So that's what that was about.
Abandoned by the security, Murdoc stole a Red Cross truck. Initially, he was just looking for some shelter from the desert heat. But after he was attacked by armed soldiers, he hotwired the car to make a getaway. Back to 106.
Wow.
2D is wearing a clown mask in the Silo video to hide the fact that he has a hangover. I need one of those. However, it doesn't quite work out since he's still extremely drunk.
Yeah, I didn't know what was going on with him, bruh.
Will be all about Gorillaz when their new album releases, and that's definitely one prophecy we want to see fulfilled. Once again, I'm Tetris, and you just finished watching Micdrop's 107.
Yeah, but I like that. That was dope, bro.
Did you guys enjoy these facts? Well, make sure to subscribe because we're bringing you more facts about your favorite musicians every week.
I wonder if they got a part 2 to it.
And make sure you check out our other videos. See you next week.
Oh, so they do like different artists every episode. Hey, that's dope, man. I like that, bro. Alright, man, so we're gonna end the video right there, man. There you have it, Gorillaz 107 Facts with Micdrop, man. Hey, bro, I was definitely surprised at how much I didn't know. I for sure gotta check out the autobiography book, man. Gotta find out on Amazon or something. Yeah, man, I can't even lie, bro. I definitely been enjoying these Gorillaz, like, backstory and facts type videos. Y'all definitely let me know if y'all want me to keep checking them out. Cause I already know there's probably so much more that I still don't know, man. Yeah, so y'all let me know down in the comments down below. That being said, I'm gonna talk, man. If y'all enjoyed the reaction, make sure y'all leave a like.